guys. Okay, so to get started, I've already primed my eye with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. So the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and apply our lid color. I'm using my 78 palette by Coastal Scents. It's pretty much my go-to because there's just not a color in here that I couldn't possibly need anywhere else. Alright, we're going to get our eyeshadow brush. I'm going to use the Eyes Lips Face Studio brush. Just been favoring that one here lately. And we're going to pick up this color here for our lid. That one there. Looks really, really bright, and it is, but we're going to kind of tone it down just a little bit, or at least I did today when I wore it. So we're going to get a little bit on our brush, shake it off, and apply to the lid, patting it down. It is very, very highly pigmented. So just apply until you get the desired coverage. So now I have the shade that I want there, the intensity of the color, and now we're going to move on to the crease. For the crease, I'm going to be using my Sonia Kashuk Fluffy Blending Brush, this one here. I'm going to use the long, fluffy bristles of this brush to apply the crease color very, very subtly. It is a darker blue, and I definitely want my lid color to still pop, with still giving myself some dimension in the crease. So we're going to go a little bit of a darker blue. And I'm going to use this one here. This one is like the color of denim to me. It's very similar to the color of denim. It's not really giving you a very accurate color representation, but that's the one we're going to go with. I'm just going to dip the tip of my brush in that just a little and shake it off because I don't want a very heavy concentration of this color in the crease. We want just a nice subtle blend and a subtle density there in that corner. So just starting in our corner and working our way up using those windshield wiper motions and just rounding down the corner. Putting a darker color here, even if it's a subtle one, still gives your eyes the dimension and the depth that you need to prevent them from just looking very flat. And I'm just going up to the inner brow bone. Okay, so once you've got that blended in there, and again, it's a very subtle difference. It's not very strong for this look. I really want the blue to pop. So once you have that all blended to the desired effect, we're going to move on to the highlight. I'm going to use my regular highlight brush, this Eyes Lips Face brush here. It's the one that I always use. And I'm just going to pick up a shade that's similar to my my skin color. I'm going to go with this one here. So get just a little bit of that on our brush. Shake off the excess, and I want quite a bit of this on the brush because I want to make sure that I can get that nice soft blended effect that we've got going on here on this side as well. So start with this right on top of that line that we just made of the crease color and just blend it down just a little bit and then blend it up. That's just going to soften out that line and create a nice subtle blended effect. That skin color shade that we've got is going to mix just a little bit with the blue down here and a little bit more upward, but we're going to continue to put down enough of that color to blend it out. So I'm going to get a little bit more and just keep working with that color until you get the nice blended effect that you want. And just remember to go down into your tear duct with the lighter color that makes your eyes look bright and awake. Putting white liner also helps there in the waterline area. So now we've got the nice blended effect. I still feel like we've got a line there, but if you work at it, and you got to make sure you're not looking at a shadow. I think the angle at which I'm at, I think I'm looking more at a shadow. So I've got a nice soft fade from electric blue up to like a nice skin tone. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is accentuate that inner V. I'm going to pull out a contour brush. This is the Eyes Lips Face Studio Contour Brush. It's this one here. It was only $3. And I'm going to pick up kind of a darker gray. I'm going to go with this one here. I'm just going to get a little bit on the tip of that brush. I'm just going to dab it in. I'm not going to swirl it or anything because I don't want a high concentration of color. I just want those long domed bristles to have just a little bit of the color. And you're going to just go in and accentuate the inner V up here and then V shape down here. So just make a V right on the outer edge of your eye. And just, you know, blend it in really good because you want that depth of that color there. You want that corner to stand out, but you don't want anybody to see where that V sort of ends. You want it to just fade nicely into the natural crease of your eye. Okay, so we've accentuated that. Alright, that's it. So now we're going to move on to the liner. Alright, I'm going to use my Coastal Scents gel liner in Very Black. This one here. With an angled liner brush that I got from Coastal Scents as well. This one here. So I just want a nice thin line. If I'm wearing shadows that I want the color to be the main focus, I usually go with a thin line over a thick line. So I'm just going to coat both sides of my brush and zoom in really close so you can see the line. Start in the middle and work your way out. Getting as close to the lashes as you can. If I don't do this with my eyes open, as you can see, I get some right here in the waterline, which is fine. Gel liner usually doesn't work very well down there, but I'll end up covering that anyway. So normally I try to do this with my eyes open. Alright, so we've got that nice thin black line there. Alright, now we're going to line the waterline. I use CoverGirl's Perfect Point Plus. Just gently pull it along the waterline. Connecting your corner and your inner corner. Then we're going to take our small smudge brush. I got this one from Eyes Lips Face from the Studio line. I think all of the tools I'm using, with the exception of the Sonia Kashuk blending brush, came from Eyes Lips Face. All the brushes. And we're going to pick up the same blue we did earlier. This one here. And we're just going to run that right along the underneath on the lower lash line. And you just apply that, just gently drag the bristles right along the bottom. And that's just going to bring out the blue a little bit more. It's going to mix in with the black, and that's going to make it look a little bit darker on the bottom, which gives you a little bit of drama. Don't go all the way in, just go maybe a little more than halfway. And just blend it together with the black. So you got just a little bit of blue down there. It's not really a lot, but it's definitely going to be noticeable. Okay, alright, then you just curl your lashes and apply mascara as you would normally. And today I'm going to be using the Colossal Volume Express by Maybelline. Tip your head back just a little when you do this. Makes it a little bit easier to coat. Just tap it along the bottom of those lower lashes. And that's it. That's your completed look. It's a very vibrant blue. You got the dramatic black liner. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you'll try it out. You know, if not with blue, another color. Use like very vibrant colors. Mixing with the black, you get a great dramatic look. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you'll try it out. Thanks for watching.